Well, good afternoon from the cottage farmstead. Long time no see. If we haven't met before, I am Rebecca and this is my husband, Farmer Nathan. As you can see, Tiny Farmer is joining us in the garden today. It is a beautiful overcast fall day here in early November. And one of the farm chores that we have not gotten around to welcoming our little son into the world is getting our sweet potatoes dug up. Thankfully, we've had some unseasonably warm weather. The first hard frost could be happening any day now, but it looks like we're going to have a little bit more warm weather for the next week or so at least. So we're going to get our sweet potatoes out of the ground before they get that killing frost and start rotting on us.
So this is our sweet potato patch, and unfortunately sweet potatoes is like candy for deer, so we've had to fight the deer time after time just to try to keep them out of the garden. So we ended up putting a 7-foot tall fence around with a fishing wire up at the top. And that did help for quite a while. We have seen evidence more recently, but thankfully at this point it will not affect the tubers. But one thing that has is rodents. Unfortunately, we've also had rodents, field mice and voles in particular, start to attack them. So that's another thing that is pressing just to get this harvest in before any more damage is done.
So you see the sweet potato patch behind us here has taken over 2 sections of our crop garden zone. We were planting some winter squash in here, but it ended up dying off on us due to a lot of pests this year. We had a lot of pest pressure for squash this year, even the winter squash. So the sweet potatoes took over this whole zone, so we're hoping we have a lot of sweet potatoes to harvest. We have done a little bit of preliminary digging over here that you can see behind us. We have some nice big tubers that came up, so that's what we're thinking this is a perfect time to start digging them out of the ground.
One thing we constantly try to do on a homestead is reduce as much waste as possible. So we're thankful to have cows here, which love sweet potato vines. So similar to the deer, we'll be able to just chop them, throw them to them, and they'll be able to turn this into ground beef in no time at all. Look at that, it's growing right out of the ground.
It'll pass, no less.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh, now that's a sweet potato. Oh. Oh.
Yam.
My goodness. So this is one of the ones you can see was freshly eaten. The ground rats and mice are actually burrowing tunnels underground to find the sweet potatoes and just pick away at them. So unfortunately we'll have some loss, but hopefully not too much.
Well, it's starting to sprinkle rain, so we're going to see if it holds off long enough for us to keep digging. Otherwise, we'll have to pick up this project another day.
So we're trying to beat the rain, so we are trading spots. Rebecca's going to take care of the little one while I dig up the sweet potatoes. So hopefully get them all out before this rain starts to come. Those are nice tubers. So about a year ago, this was just pasture. And what we did to prepare it, we took cardboard, which you can see little bits and pieces here, put that right over top of the side. We didn't till it or anything. And then just put about 6 inches of compost right on top. We mounded it a little bit for the sweet potatoes, and that's how we planted it. And it's incredible what you can grow in that. Absolutely amazing. Best thing about it, we didn't disturb the seed bank, so we've had very little weeds. Basically, it's been a little bit of Bermuda grass that works its way in, and because we have cow pasture all around us, naturally more grass seed will come in. But for the most part, hit it with a wire weeder, and it's been very manageable. But we've been very happy with the results of this, and it's also just been really fun to experiment with another no-till method of seeing, okay, is this sustainable? And so far, it definitely has been. And the impressive thing about this is we have Carolina red clay. I don't know if you are familiar with it, but when it's dry, it's as hard as a brick. What this has done, the cardboard locks in the moisture because the clay only turns into a brick when it dries out. But if you can maintain that moisture in the soil, it enables nutrients to continue to flow, root systems to go into it, and continue to bring that organic matter down. Because clay isn't bad, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing. As is the case if you go anywhere in the pasture right now, because we haven't had much rain for about 4 weeks, you're going to be hard pressed to put in even one of those small step-in fence posts because it is rock hard. But here you can see it's nice and loose. In demonstration, this is our pathway where we've been walking, where you would anticipate some compaction. But look at this. You can just step it right in, work it up, And this is what we have. The clay is still there, but it's filled, absolutely filled, with beautiful worms that are starting to break it down for us and really open up passageways for more nutrition. One thing we are purposeful of is to make sure nothing goes to waste. So I'm going to quick grab all the sweet potato vines from over there and feed them to the hungry cows. Looks like they're already ready. Oh yeah. And look at them go at it. It's absolutely incredible. Even the little guy, he's curious and nibbling at it. Absolutely loves it. Are you jealous, Goose Goose? I'll have to get you some treats to make you feel a little bit better soon. But that right there is regenerative as you can get, turning what would be a waste product, well, not technically waste, we could compost it, but these cows will compost it into beautiful cow pies much quicker than what a vegetable compost system would do otherwise. And there you can see all of those beautiful sweet potatoes. A good bit to sort through, but what's fascinating, I was noticing this, they love the wood chip paths. The wood chip paths enabled a lot more organic matter to sift through than the cardboard. We put really thick cardboard. They were the type that pumpkins come in. And I think that was a little thick for this type of gardening, but even so, this is an incredible yield once again. Potato namas!
Well, that's a wrap on our sweet potato harvest for the year. We're going to leave them on these tables to continue curing, and to be honest, they're probably going to stay on these tables all winter long, as we don't have a great storage system set up quite yet here in the basement. We did the first half of our pantry renovation, and we want to put some more wood shelves in for our canned goods, and that's going to free up some of our wire shelves for curing and storing these things in the future. But for this year, this will work great because we have the space on the tables and this threshing box down here on the ground. So they will live down here this winter. We'll be eating them, turning probably quite a few of them into baby food as well. Well, we hope your harvest is coming bountiful this year, and we'll catch you next time.